Hey, Frank, I made a graph. That's the weather.
Yeah.
Look at that. See?
Well, yeah, it kind of is like that, up, down, and then the down has to be way down, Cab, because
yes, way down here. Yes, it's behind my other finger here.
Oh, okay, yeah, but we're going up, down, all around, and you know what, Cab? I'm actually calling it the weather ride. So let's talk a little bit about that ride, because it is somewhat of a roller coaster. First things I need to make you aware of: icy roads. That's this afternoon. We could see that this afternoon up till about 5 p.m. Watch out, because there's a little chance of seeing some freezing rain. But even this morning, because we had that melting yesterday, temperatures below freezing, so like yesterday, we could have some very icy secondary streets and sidewalks and parking lots. And then again, Friday morning, I'm thinking another round of possible freezing rain, as we're going to go from warm, that is, back down to cold. Warm and wet tonight, 7 degrees through the overnight, 9 tomorrow, continuing with on and off wet weather. And then on Friday night into Saturday, as the temperatures fall, we're going to move over to some snow and blowing snow. We could see 5 to 10. Some forecast models showing upwards of 15, even some showing 30. Still early to tell, but we do know we're going to see snow on your Saturday. Here's a look at your partly cloudy skies this morning. It's a nice start out there, but once again, just watch out for the icy conditions due to those temperatures below freezing. 2 degrees today, 7 through the overnight, 9 tomorrow. Up to 3 Friday morning, then quickly falling. Patch of freezing rain possible Friday. Then on Saturday into the snow and blowing snow. That starts Friday night. Clear skies for Sunday, but cold at -9, -8 on Monday, and -7 on Tuesday. That's a look at your weather.
All right, thanks a lot, Frank. Well, problems just cleared on the eastbound 401 approaching Mavis, so all lanes are getting through, but it is a slow drive on the eastbound 401. Seeing delays now from Winston Churchill over to Mavis. The rest of the routes, though, they're all just filling in with typical volume delays. Westbound 401, that is getting busy from Morningside over towards Kennedy, alternately express and collectors. A couple of issues that are off the route, the major routes, though. In town, there's Bermondsey closed off in both directions between Northline and Sunrise. That is just north of O'Connor, and that is because of a broken water main. Now, we're also just getting reports of a collision on Weston Road south of the 401 at Oak, so expect some lane restrictions there. Also hearing that the traffic lights are out at that intersection. So again, that's Weston Road just south of the 401 at Oak. Now on to the news. Over to you, Melanie.
The city dealing with the second homicide of 2018. Let's get live to our Tammy Sutherland at the scene. Good morning.
Good morning, Melanie. Police have just actually moments ago removed the last of the police tape surrounding the scene here on Waterton Road. It's a townhouse complex parking lot in the Scarlett Road and Lawrence area. It was about 8:30 last night when residents began calling police, reporting the sound of gunshots, about 6 shots that they heard. And then when police arrived, they found a man suffering from gunshot wounds, rushed to hospital in life-threatening condition. And it was just less than 3 hours ago police announced that the 22-year-old man has now been pronounced dead in hospital. Now, so far, there hasn't been any suspect description that has been released at all, or police are not looking for any particular car at this point that we know of. Of course, they're asking for witnesses to come forward to help in this investigation. Again, as you mentioned, Melanie, it is the second homicide of the year so far that police are looking into. The one thing that may help officers here, of course, on top of the witnesses, is you can see here in the complex there is a security camera, at least one that we can see here in the townhouse complex. Again, hoping that that may have caught the suspect on camera. No word yet from homicide investigators, but they're asking for anyone who has information to give them a call. Mel, I'll send it back to you.
Tammy, thank you for that. And there was a second shooting in the city's West End last night. Police responded around 8 o'clock to the sound of gunshots at Pelham Court and Osler Avenue. This is near DuPont and Dundas. There's no victim located there, but a teenager believed to be about 16 years old walked into a local police station a few blocks away. He was taken to hospital and listed in serious condition. A dark 4-door sedan was seen fleeing from the scene, but so far there has been no arrest in this case. Take you to a live look right now. This is on Ivy Avenue near Greenwood and Gerrard. Police have taken 2 men in their 20s into custody after investigating a stolen car. This happened just in the last hour. Reports that a stolen vehicle hit one parked car before also striking a police cruiser. There were no reports of any injuries here, but as a result of this investigation, police have shut down Ivy, just a side road here from Greenwood to Leslie. We'll let you know when this reopens. Well, at first light, crews will be scouring the Santa Barbara area, trying to rescue an estimated 300 people trapped in their homes after a massive series of mudslides. Have a look at this. Some dramatic video here shot by the U.S. Coast Guard. It shows them lowering a rescue basket to help lift several members of this family to safety after mud surrounded their home. The area drenched by 15 centimeters of rain, triggering landslides, which are being blamed on the deaths of 13 people. At least 25 others were also injured. Now, this part of California also saw those terrible wildfires last month. Burnt vegetation and trees mixed among the mud and dirt, which slid down mountain slides into the town below. Canadian medical officials are bracing for the peak of the flu season as the number of cases continues to rise right across the country. The peak of the epidemic could hit in a couple weeks, but may come sooner rather than later. Health officials call this current flu season unusual. The influenza A season is well underway, but the influenza B season started back in the fall, months ahead of when it normally hits. Medical officials say the latest numbers recorded at the end of December say there has been over 11,000 confirmed cases in our country. The flu can be attributed to 34 deaths and 1,100 hospital stays.